Welcome to a world of shinobi, where bonds are forged through battle and legacies are carved into history. Today we'll explore an alternate reality, a scenario that changes everything. What if Naruto Uzumaki was born as an Uchiha? How would this single twist of fate reshape his life, his relationships, and the entire story of Naruto? Let's dive into this fascinating possibility. Scene 1. Naruto's childhood, the weight of an Uchiha legacy. In the original timeline, Naruto Uzumaki grew up as an orphan, shunned by the village for being the Nine-Tails Jinchuriki. But in this alternate reality, Naruto is born not just as the son of Minato Namikaze and Kushina Uzumaki, but also as a member of the prestigious Uchiha clan. From an early age, Naruto faces immense expectations. He is not only the fourth Hokage's son, but also a potential heir to the Uchiha's powerful legacy. Imagine a young Naruto, struggling not only with the burden of the Nine-Tails, but also with the pressure of living up to the Uchiha name, a name revered for its strength, but also feared for its ties to darkness. Unlike the lonely outcast we know, Naruto would grow up surrounded by his clan's history, with the weight of their expectations on his shoulders. His childhood would be a balancing act between the fiery Uzumaki spirit and the cold, calculated nature of the Uchiha. Scene 2. Naruto's power, the Sharingan unleashed. One of the most profound changes would be Naruto's access to the Uchiha's legendary dojutsu, the Sharingan. The very eyes that can see through any deception, copy any jutsu, and cast powerful genjutsu. Initially, Naruto might struggle to unlock this power. The Sharingan is tied to strong emotions, especially the pain of loss. Perhaps Naruto awakens his Sharingan after a tragic event, like the loss of a friend or a devastating failure. But once unlocked, the Sharingan would amplify Naruto's combat abilities to a whole new level. Imagine Naruto's unpredictable high-energy fighting style enhanced by the Sharingan's predictive abilities. He would blend his father's speed and jutsu with the Uchiha's precision, creating a shinobi with unparalleled potential. But with power comes danger. Would Naruto be tempted by the path of darkness that has claimed so many Uchiha before him? Scene 3. Relationships, bonds forged and tested. Naruto's relationships form the emotional core of his story. But how would these bonds change if he were an Uchiha? Let's start with Sasuke. In the original timeline, Naruto and Sasuke's rivalry is fueled by their contrasting backgrounds. Naruto, the outcast seeking recognition, and Sasuke, the prodigy burdened by his clan's tragedy. But in this world, Naruto and Sasuke are bound by the Uchiha name, sharing the same heritage and the same burdens. Would they be closer, perhaps even like brothers united by their clan's legacy? Or would their rivalry be even fiercer, each striving to prove who truly embodies the Uchiha's strength? And what about Sakura? Would her feelings for Sasuke be complicated by Naruto's Uchiha heritage? Would she see him differently, not just as the hyperactive knucklehead, but as someone who shares the same prestigious bloodline as Sasuke? This would add a new layer to Team 7's dynamics, making their bond even more complex. Kakashi too would see Naruto differently. He might view Naruto as a bridge between the Namikaze, Uzumaki, and Uchiha clans, a symbol of unity and potential. But he would also be wary, knowing the dark paths the Uchiha have walked before. Kakashi's mentorship might take on a new intensity as he works to guide Naruto away from the shadows that have haunted his clan. Scene 4. The Uchiha Massacre, Naruto's greatest tragedy. One of the most pivotal events in the Naruto series is the Uchiha Massacre. In this alternate reality, Naruto would be directly impacted by this tragedy. The night his clan was slaughtered by Itachi Uchiha would change Naruto's life forever. How would Naruto react to losing his family, his clan, at the hands of his own brother? The cheerful, optimistic Naruto we know might be replaced by a darker, more vengeful version. Yet, with his unyielding spirit, Naruto might seek to understand Itachi's true motives rather than succumb to hatred. This tragedy could either break him or forge him into an even stronger, more determined shinobi, one who fights not just for himself, but for the memory of his fallen clan. Finally, let's consider the broader impact of Naruto being an Uchiha. In this reality, Naruto's unique heritage could position him as a symbol of unity within Konoha, potentially mending the fractured relationship between the Uchiha and the rest of the village. Would Naruto rise to become Hokage, a leader who embodies both the will of fire and the power of the Uchiha? Or would the curse of hatred that haunts his clan lead him down a darker path? The possibilities are endless, But one thing is certain, Naruto would never be the same. Part 2. The Rise of the Akatsuki. We witnessed how Naruto's life, his relationships, and even the village of Konoha would be drastically different with Uchiha blood running through his veins. But what about the darker forces at play in the world of Naruto? How would the Akatsuki, the shadowy organization bent on capturing the tailed beasts, react to this new Naruto? Let's find out. Scene 1. The Akatsuki's interest in Naruto. In personal pain and chaos, the Akatsuki sees opportunity. As an Uchiha and the Jinchuriki of the Nine Tails, Naruto represents a convergence of two powerful forces, one that the Akatsuki cannot ignore. In this alternate timeline, Itachi would be acutely aware of Naruto's dual identity. Having already joined the Akatsuki, Itachi would find himself in an even more precarious position. On one hand, he's a member of a group that seeks to control the tailed beast to bring about a twisted version of peace. On the other hand, he knows that Naruto, his younger brother by blood, is one of those targets. Itachi's inner conflict would deepen as the Akatsuki's leader, Pain, sets his sights on Naruto. The organization's goal remains the same: to capture all the tailed beasts, including the Nine Tails, and use their power to bring about a new world order. But with Naruto being an Uchiha, the stakes are even higher. Would Itachi protect his brother from the Akatsuki's clutches? Or would he stay loyal to his mission, believing that sacrificing Naruto is necessary for the greater good? Scene 2. Naruto's struggle with his dual identity. As Naruto grows older, the struggle with his dual identity intensifies. He's not just Naruto Uzumaki, the spirited ninja who dreams of becoming Hokage. He's also Naruto Uchiha, a prodigy expected to uphold the Uchiha's legacy. The more he trains, the more he feels the weight of these conflicting expectations. And the more he uses the Sharingan and the Nine Tails chakra, the more he feels a darkness creeping into his heart. Naruto's interactions with Itachi would be pivotal. Itachi's cryptic warnings and subtle guidance would leave Naruto with more questions than answers. But one thing becomes clear. Naruto senses that Itachi is not the villain he pretends to be. Instead, Itachi seems to be guiding him away from a dangerous path, though Naruto can't yet see what that path is. This internal struggle would make Naruto more introspective, more aware of the fine line between light and darkness. The burden of the Uchiha's curse of hatred weighs heavily on him, especially as he feels the Nine Tails' influence grow stronger within him. Naruto's journey to master both his Sharingan and the Nine Tails' power would be fraught with danger, not just from external threats, but from the darkness within himself. Scene 3. The Akatsuki makes their move. The Akatsuki, never ones to be deterred by danger, begin to make their move. Their strategy to capture Naruto would be more intricate, knowing that they're dealing with a shinobi who possesses both the Sharingan and the immense power of the Nine Tails. Deidara and Sasori would lead an assault on Konoha, creating a massive diversion to draw Naruto out. Their aim? To isolate Naruto from his allies, forcing him into a confrontation where the Akatsuki can overpower him. But they underestimate Naruto's growing strength and the bonds he has forged with not just Sasuke, but also the entire village. When Naruto finally confronts the Akatsuki, it would be a clash of titans. Deidara's explosive art, Sasori's deadly puppets, and Kisame's monstrous strength would all be aimed at capturing Naruto. But Naruto, drawing on the combined power of the Sharingan and the Nine Tails, would fight back with a ferocity they didn't expect. In this battle, Naruto's growth as a shinobi would be on full display. He would use the Sharingan not just to read his opponent's moves, but to anticipate their strategies, countering them with the unpredictable tactics that have always been his hallmark. But as the battle intensifies, so does the temptation to fully unleash the Nine Tails' power, a choice that could either save him or doom him to the same darkness that has consumed so many of his clan. Scene 4. Itachi's intervention. The choice Itachi, ever the enigma, would not stand idly by as his younger brother faces the Akatsuki. Torn between his loyalty to the organization and his love for Naruto, Itachi would make a choice that could change everything. Imagine the moment when Naruto, exhausted and pushed to his limits, sees Itachi step forward. The battlefield would fall silent as brother faces brother, not in battle, but in a moment of reckoning. Itachi's words to Naruto would be crucial. He would reveal just enough of the truth about the Uchiha clan, about the Nine Tails, and about the Akatsuki's true plans, to push Naruto toward a critical decision. Itachi might even awaken Naruto's latent Mangekyo Sharingan, urging him to control the power rather than be consumed by it. This would be a turning point for Naruto. Would he embrace the path of power, risking everything to protect those he loves? Or would he reject the curse of hatred, choosing instead to forge a new path, one that honors both his Uzumaki and Uchiha heritage? Everything fades to black, with Naruto's voice echoing in the darkness. I won't let this power consume me. I'll find my own way. After the confrontation with the Akatsuki, Naruto emerges not just as a stronger shinobi, but as someone who has made peace with his dual identity. He's no longer just Naruto Uzumaki or Naruto Uchiha. He's a new kind of shinobi, one who embodies the strengths and lessons of both his lineages. Naruto is training with Jiraiya, perfecting his control over the Nine Tails and his Sharingan, with Sasuke watching from a distance, his own resolve strengthened by Naruto's growth. Naruto's resolve would inspire those around him, especially Sasuke, who sees in Naruto the possibility of transcending the Uchiha's tragic legacy. Together they would face the Akatsuki not as enemies but as brothers in arms, united by their shared history and their determination to protect what matters most. Naruto and Sasuke standing side by side, their Sharingan glowing as they prepare for the battles to come. Part 3. The Fall of the Akatsuki and the Rise of Madara. We witnessed Naruto's confrontation with the Akatsuki, his struggle with his dual identity, and Itachi's crucial intervention. But the story is far from over. Today, we'll explore the epic battle that leads to the downfall of the Akatsuki and the dark forces that rise in its aftermath. Let's dive into the final act of this saga. Scene 1. The Showdown with the Akatsuki. After Itachi's intervention, Naruto and Sasuke's resolve is stronger than ever. With the truth about the Uchiha clan and the Akatsuki's plans laid bare, the brothers-in-arms set out to end the Akatsuki's reign of terror once and for all. The final battle is about to begin. Imagine Deidara launching massive clay explosives, Sasuke countering with his Chidori sharp spear, and Naruto activating the power of the Nine Tails along with his Mangekyo Sharingan. The Akatsuki, knowing they face their greatest threat yet, pull out all the stops. Deidara's explosive art fills the sky with deadly clay birds and dragons, but Sasuke's precision with his Sharingan allows him to cut through the chaos with lethal efficiency. Meanwhile, Naruto, drawing on both the Nine Tails and his Uchiha heritage, battles Kisame and Zetsu, overwhelming them with raw power and tactical brilliance. Visualize Sakura and Kakashi supporting Naruto and Sasuke, with Kakashi using his Mangekyo Sharingan to fend off enemy attacks, and Sakura using her monstrous strength to crush obstacles in their path. But this isn't just a battle of individuals. Team 7 fights as a cohesive unit, their bonds of trust and friendship forged in the fires of countless battles. Kakashi and Sakura provide crucial support, ensuring that Naruto and Sasuke can focus on taking down the Akatsuki's remaining leaders. In a final act of brotherly love, Itachi confronts Sasuke, not as an enemy, but as a brother trying to make amends. The truth of his actions, his betrayal of the Akatsuki, his desire to protect Sasuke and Naruto, comes to light. Itachi, weakened but resolute, aids Sasuke and Naruto in the final battle against the Akatsuki, knowing that this is the last gift he can give them. Scene 2. The Fall of the Akatsuki. The battlefield is littered with the remnants of the Akatsuki's power. Deidara's clay creations lie in ruins, Kisame's blade is shattered, and the once mighty Zetsu is disintegrating. One by one, the Akatsuki fall. Deidara's explosive defiance ends in a blinding flash as he triggers a final, massive explosion, only to be countered by Naruto's newly mastered Rasengan, infused with the power of the Nine Tails. Kisame, the tailless-tailed beast, meets his end in a brutal clash with Sasuke, who uses the full power of his Sharingan and Rinnegan to crush his opponent. As the sun rises on the battlefield, the Akatsuki are no more. Their twisted vision of peace, built on pain and destruction, has been shattered by the combined efforts of Naruto, Sasuke, and their allies. But the victory is bittersweet. Though the Akatsuki are defeated, the toll is high, and the world is left to wonder what comes next. The aftermath of the battle. Naruto and Sasuke stand victorious but weary, their eyes reflecting the weight of what they've just accomplished. Suddenly, the atmosphere changes. A cold, dark energy fills the air. Just as Naruto and Sasuke begin to process their victory, a new overwhelming presence makes itself known. From the shadows emerges a figure long thought to be a legend, a ghost of the past, Madara Uchiha. Madara is stepping onto the battlefield, his eyes cold and calculating, with the full power of the Rinnegan and eternal Mangekyo Sharingan displayed. Madara, the true architect behind the Akatsuki's rise and the mastermind behind the chaos that has engulfed the world, reveals himself. His presence alone is enough to send shockwaves through the remaining shinobi. The legend is real, and his power is far greater than anyone could have imagined, and he is not alone. Beside him stands Obito Uchiha, the man who once manipulated the Akatsuki from the shadows. With his mask shattered, Obito reveals his true face, a face filled with pain, regret, and a twisted resolve to see Madara's plan through to the end. Together, they represent the ultimate threat to the world. For Naruto and Sasuke, this moment is earth-shattering. Madara, a figure they had only heard of in legend, is now standing before them, alive and more powerful than they could have ever imagined. And Obito, who they once thought they knew, is revealed as a key player in the unfolding chaos. The final battle is far from over. In fact, it has only just begun. Scene 4. The final confrontation. The true war begins. The final confrontation begins. Madara, with his Rinnegan and eternal Mangekyo Sharingan, is a force of nature. He wields the power of the Sage of Six Paths, and with Obito by his side, the two Uchiha pose a threat unlike any the world has ever seen. Madara's power is overwhelming. Even with their combined might, Naruto and Sasuke struggle to keep up. Madara's mastery of ninjutsu, genjutsu, and taijutsu is unparalleled, and his control over the battlefield is absolute. But Naruto and Sasuke refuse to back down. Drawing on the lessons of their past, the power of their bonds, and the strength of their heritage, they push forward with everything they have. Naruto, using his Nine Tails chakra mode, combined with the power of the Sharingan, to launch a devastating attack on Madara, while Sasuke unleashes his Susanoo, wielding it with precision and deadly intent. Naruto and Sasuke's teamwork is put to the ultimate test. Naruto combines the raw power of the Nine Tails with the precision of the Sharingan, launching attacks that shake the very earth. Sasuke, using his Susanoo, counters Madara's every move, matching him blow for blow. Together they create a dynamic duo that forces even Madara to acknowledge their strength. But Madara is not alone. Obito, with his Kamui, becomes the wild card in this battle. His ability to phase through attacks and manipulate space gives Madara the edge he needs to counter Naruto and Sasuke's best efforts. It seems that every time they gain ground, Obito and Madara find a way to push them back. In a final desperate move, Madara summons a meteor from the heavens, intending to crush all who stand against him. This is the power of a god, and it seems that not even Naruto and Sasuke can stop it. But as the meteor hurtles towards the earth, Naruto and Sasuke refuse to give up. They know that this is their last chance to save their world. In a moment of pure determination, Naruto and Sasuke combine their powers. Naruto's Rasengan, infused with the flames of Amaterasu from Sasuke's Mangekyo Sharingan, creates an attack of unimaginable power. With a roar of defiance, they launch it towards the meteor, shattering it in midair and saving the battlefield from total destruction. The battlefield is left in ruins, but the fight is far from over. Madara and Obito, though impressed by Naruto and Sasuke's resilience, remain unyielding. The final battle for the fate of the world has only just begun, and the outcome is far from certain. As the dust settles, the true war begins. Naruto and Sasuke have proven that they are more than capable of standing up to the greatest threats the world has ever known. But with Madara and Obito still standing, the final victory is anything but assured. What will happen next in this epic confrontation? Only time will tell. In this alternate reality, Naruto's journey as an Uchiha has led him to the greatest battle of his life. A battle not just for survival, but for the future of the entire shinobi world. With Madara and Obito as their ultimate adversaries, Naruto and Sasuke must draw on every ounce of their strength, skill, and determination to emerge victorious. The final chapter of this saga is approaching, and it promises to be a clash of titans unlike any other. Stay tuned for the final chapter in our What If Naruto Was an Uchiha series, where we'll witness the epic conclusion to this tale of power, destiny, and the bonds that transcend even the darkest of times. Until then, keep your eyes sharp, your chakra strong, and your will unbreakable. The story is far from over. Subscribe to our channel and thank you for your unyielding support.